So many.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't.
Yo guys, what is up? Modern Hoops here, and I am back with a brand new video. So since the NBA offseason is basically over, I mean all the major moves and stuff has already been done, and also the next NBA season actually starts in less than 2 months. So I thought it was about time to start talking about our predictions for the next NBA season. Now with that said, today I'm going to be talking about 4 NBA teams that could actually surprise us all the next season. Now there has been a lot of exciting moves made this offseason with trades and free agency, and it just makes the next NBA season much more thrilling for us fans, and we don't know what might be in stock for us the next season. So that's why again I'm going to be making a video about 4 NBA teams that could actually surprise us all the next NBA season, and I'm basically going to be doing 2 Eastern Conference teams and 2 Western Conference teams. Now if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA content. Now let's get right into the video. So coming at number 1 is the Philadelphia 76ers. Now looking at the 76ers, they are obviously one of the best young teams in the league today, with a roster consisting of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, Markelle Fultz, and even Jahlil Okafor. I mean, the sky is literally the limit for this team, and if they're able to stay healthy, I expect them to at least make the playoffs next season. But the key word is if they're able to stay healthy, because looking at their past, a lot of their players like Joel Embiid cannot consistently stay healthy throughout the season, and even Ben Simmons did not play his first season because he got injured during the offseason. So what's really keeping this team back is injuries. But if this team is able to stay healthy, I expect them to make the playoffs. I don't really see them making it past the first round because again, they're very young and inexperienced, although they do have some good vet players on their roster such as JJ Redick and Amir Johnson. So the possibility is there. And they're also playing in a weak Eastern Conference, and that is most likely to increase their chances. But again, it all goes back to if they're able to stay healthy. And if they are, I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to be one of the most exciting teams to watch in the next NBA season. And coming at number 2 is the Milwaukee Bucks. Now looking at the Bucks, they are a very solid young team in the NBA today, with players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jabari Parker, Malcolm Brogdon, and Thon Maker. But what makes this team so electrifying to watch is because they have what many people consider to be the next LeBron James in Giannis Antetokounmpo. And let's not forget the amazing season he just had, averaging 22.9 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. And these are most definitely MVP caliber stats. And with that said, he is already a favorite to win the MVP next season. So I have no doubt in my mind that he is able to produce next season. But what's really keeping this team back is injuries, and that they're so young. The average age of their starting lineup is 23.5, but what we have seen from them so far has been exceptional, with Giannis putting up MVP numbers and Malcolm Brogdon winning Rookie of the Year. If this team is able to stay healthy and continue to develop, we all could be in shock for the next NBA season. And I haven't even talked about Thon Maker yet, who could potentially have a breakout season. So if everything goes right, I expect this team to make the playoffs, and they even have the potential to make it into the second round. But as I said before, they are a very young team, but I do expect them to have a great season overall. Now coming at number 3 is the Los Angeles Clippers. Now looking at the Los Angeles Clippers, they didn't have the best offseason out there. I mean, they lost their star point guard in Chris Paul, but instead of just letting him walk, they traded him for a lot of good players such as Sam Decker, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly. So they didn't necessarily get that bad as we all may think. They were also able to keep Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. And they also acquired one of the best European basketball players in Milos Teodosic. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. And they were also able to acquire Gallinari, who is a great small forward at that. So overall, this team looks pretty decent, and what's really keeping them back is injuries and chemistry. But if their so-called injury curse does not happen next season, I can see them making the playoffs. But I don't see them making it past the first round because, for one, they're playing in the Western Conference, and two, their team is just very, very unpredictable. But again, there is a good chance that they might surprise us all next season. I mean, looking at their starting lineup, it's pretty decent, and the same thing can be said for their bench as well. So don't be surprised if the Los Angeles Clippers were to go out and surprise us all the next NBA season. But last and certainly not least is the Denver Nuggets. Now this may be a stretch for some people, but if you were to take a look at the Denver Nuggets roster, it's pretty solid. They have great young pieces such as Nikola Jokic, Emmanuel Mudiay, Jamal Murray, and even Gary Harris. They also acquired a great vet player in Paul Millsap. Also, looking at Nikola Jokic, he has proven himself to being one of the best young rising centers in the league today, and he might even be an MVP candidate next season. Also, last year the Denver Nuggets just barely made the playoffs. I think they lost it by like 1 or 2 games, but I can see them making the playoffs this year. Of course, they're still very young and inexperienced, but if their players keep on developing such as Jamal Murray and Emmanuel Mudiay, they might surprise us all the next NBA season. Again, this is a stretch, of course, because again, they're playing in a very, very, very tough Western Conference, but they barely made it last year, so who says they can't try and make it this year? But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Which team do you think will surprise us all the next NBA season? I'd love to hear you guys out in the comment section below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA content. I'm Modernhoops, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all later.